Oh yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talking entertainment too. Look, we are not the same as you. Look, we don't need a thing, just you. Just make.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? What is up? It is Real Time with Prince Blue. I am your host, Prince Blue, and I just want to let everybody know that we are here. We are live. Shut up, dog. You wait till I go live to start doing all that. Anyway, like I was saying, this is Real Time with Prince Blue. I am your host, Prince Blue, and tonight we have a very special episode. For those who don't know, about 450 young men, and I can't say that, young men, man, M-A-N, man, are about to have their dreams come true because tonight is the NFL draft and they're about to get drafted and hopefully set their families up with generational wealth and generational success. And I applaud everybody that's got to this point that has worked hard. It takes a village to get to the NFL and it takes a little bit of luck, but it takes hard work, it takes dedication, and it takes a village to get them to this point. I want to say to them, congratulations, enjoy this, memorize it, and please don't squander this opportunity that you're getting. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. So shout out to all the NFL prospects and their family. Enjoy, have fun. And with that being said, this episode is the racial draft. Yes, y'all may know that the racial draft was done by Dave Chappelle brilliantly, and then we haven't seen anything like it since. So I decided, since it's NFL draft night, why don't I do something that's draft theme? And I was like, I'll just do a racial draft. I'll just do racial draft 2.0 because I feel like there's a lot of people that should be traded and a lot of people should be accepted, brought back, given away, whatever the case may be. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that tonight. And I did want to say one more thing about the NFL draft. The one thing that has always chafed me was how ESPN, NFL Network, especially ESPN, they would do this. They'll be like, Prince Blue has been drafted, second pick to the Denver Broncos. And they'll be like, and then when they start saying the bio of the player, they'll be like, Prince Blue, 6'4", 230 pounds, runs a 6'3", was the ACC player of the year. Mama was a crack addicted prostitute who sold her body and didn't want her kid, but now he's in the NFL. I'm like, why would you say that? And then I come to find out that they hand each prospect, I guess, a sheet to fill out things about their life, and that's what the players put down. And I'm like, players, why would you put that down? Like, this is your most important day of your life, and you're going to give it away to trauma. You know, ESPN loves to milk a good story. Oh, he came from a single parent home. Oh, his daddy wasn't around. Oh, his mama wasn't around. He was raised by a white man who saw the goodness in him and decided to take him up and make sure he stayed out of trouble so he can live his dreams. All this extra BS. The Blind Side 10 times 2. Like, I don't know why. Just don't do that. Prospects, don't put that stuff down because they're going to milk it. Just like they tried to ask, I forgot whose parents that was last year. Now you've come a long way. Please tell the people how far you came. She said, we came from New Orleans. We came from Louisiana. Like, nah, you're not about to get some sob story out of me. I'm done. But yes, let's get into it. Let's get into the racial draft. Now again, this is my draft. If I had to draft people from all races and make a nation, this is my list. So if you have a problem with the list, make your own damn list. but this is my list. And I want to let you know this is how I broke the list. I broke the list down: sports, entertainment, historical, politics, and each category has a woman. Has a woman that I feel like they should be drafted and or they should be given away. So we're going to start, of course, because it's my show. I'm a black man. We're going to start with the black people. So for sports, if I had one number one draft pick and I had to pick a black man, it would be Michael Jordan. Now, I struggled, but it was between Michael Jordan or Jesse Owens. I'm gonna tell you why I would have had no problem going with Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens went to Germany in front of Hitler and pretty much told Hitler to kiss his black ass about anything about blonde hair, blue eye being a superior race. He went to the Olympics and he cleaned it. He literally made them rethink the whole genetics thing and how they're superior and how they're the superior master race. Jesse Owens went into enemy territory and said, I got you. That's why I would have had no problem going with Jesse Owens. Literally, Hitler was standing up at the top. Jesse Owens showed up, cleaned all the events, broke records. Hitler was like, what, why Schmidt? Why am I hiring scientists? Jacques Schmidt. I don't even know what that means in German, but it probably is a cuss word saying, why these are beating us? Stop meat. Stop meat. He probably went to his leading geneticist and slapped him and said, black man beating us. Stop meat. So that's why I wouldn't have had no problem with Jesse Owens. But the reason why I picked Michael Jordan, because I believe that Michael Jordan would not only beat Hitler in a one-on-one, he would play the video over and over and over and over. Every time he'll see him, he'll be like, remember where I beat you 14-0? You suck. I am the greatest of all times. Michael Jordan is the assassin that you need when it comes to stuff like that. People don't know. If you don't know, you've been living in rock, you're not a Michael Jordan fan. He is historically petty. Literally, people would say, hey, Jordan, good morning. Good morning? What you trying to say? You trying to say you better than me? You trying to say your mornings is better than me? Then proceed to drop 40. So when it comes to sports, I'm drafting Michael Jordan number one. I mean, and I literally have a whole wall dedicated to that man. I can't even tell you how many Jordans I have. The man literally has people wearing Jordans at their wedding, funerals, job interviews, proms. I once wore my Jordans to an IA hearing. I had no shoes at the time. I had no dress shoes. So to go into an IA hearing, I literally put on my patent leather Jordans. Nobody noticed. Why? Because they look like dress shoes. I was in a full suit with Jordans on. That man is getting drafted number one when it comes to sports. Entertainment. I went with Michael Jackson. 2 MJs, top 2 picks. 2 MJs. And I'm gonna tell. I also had slash Denzel Washington. I can see why I would have went with Denzel Washington. I mean, the man, he's the greatest actor of all time. Argue with your mama. He's a man that's deeply rooted in his faith. He makes sure that you know that his wife is the foundation of everything that he is with the Lord. And it's just nothing that Denzel has ever done that I've been like, I don't know, Denzel. Like the man it's like he He just says the right thing, does the right thing. Like the man told Jay-Z, you get your hands off me. Literally, Jay-Z was trying to hold him back from something at the Lakers game. Do you know how big time you got to be to tell Jay-Z to get his hands off you? That is Denzel Washington. Denzel does never let anybody catch him lacking in 4K. Never. So I can understand why Denzel would have been a pick. But also, the reason why Denzel wasn't the number one pick is because he's not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody, you still got people stupidly that says Tom Hanks is the greatest of all times. So, you know, and I believe that being acting is more subjective. Being a great actor is being more subjective than it is this man that I picked with my number one pick, which is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer celebrity of all time. The man has united nations. The man has had people stop doing war so they could go to his concert. The man shot the "They Don't Really Care About Us" video, and the mafia that was there in Brazil told Michael that he doesn't have anything to worry about. They could leave their equipment, they could leave anything out on the streets, and nobody would touch it. And nobody touched it. All because of Michael Jackson, because the mafia leader was a huge fan of Michael Jackson. Tell me what celebrity is doing that today? Nobody. I'm going to say it again. Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer of all time. Don't give me Drake. Don't give me Taylor Swift. Don't give me Gwen Stefani. Don't give me Elvis. Don't give me none of them. Michael Jackson is the greatest of all times. All nations, all races, all genders, two of them love that man. Before social media, before anything, when you actually had to go and stand in line and buy his album, the greatest selling album of all time, Thriller. Don't give me the Eagles. Don't give me If Hell Freezes Over. Don't give me none of that shit. Thriller is the greatest album of all time. Now you could just click on your phone and download an album. No, we actually had to stand in line for the Michael Jackson album. That's how great that man was. Grown men passing out because the man just stood on stage and then moved his sunglasses. Michael Jackson, the greatest entertainer of all time. He's my number one pick. Historical figures. I went with Frederick Douglass or Thurgood Marshall. I went with Frederick Douglass over Thurgood Marshall because Frederick Douglass really got it up out the mud. You talking about a free slave who, instead of just going up north and deciding, hey, I got my papers, I'm good, he went back and he went to free many slaves over from mental and physical slavery. Frederick Douglass is one of the greatest humans of all time. He wrote many papers that it's the very foundation of the Emancipation Proclamation. Many papers. Also a Republican. I bet you a lot of you didn't know that. But you're quick to bring his name up. Did you know he was a Republican? A lot of the first 13 were black Republicans. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to tell you that Frederick Douglass, look him up. And the reason why I also put Thurgood Marshall down is because, come on. Thurgood Marshall walked so Clarence Thomas could run. Thurgood Marshall was the first black man elected to the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. The only job where you can't be fired. Let that sink in. Ruth Ginsburg was Weekend at Bernie's. She was up there 105 years old like this. Thurgood Marshall. I can understand why I could have went with him or Frederick Douglass, but I went with Frederick Douglass because of his lineage and what he did. Others, he blazed the trail where others could follow after him, including the Clarence Thompsons, the Thurgood Marshalls, the Shirley Chisholms of the world. Without Frederick Douglass, it would be no Thurgood Marshall. It would be no Clarence Thomas. It would be no Wesley Hunt. It would be no Dr. Ben Carson. It would be no Barack Obama. It would be no Kamala Harris. It would be no AOC. Who else you want to name? It would be no Byron Donalds. It would be none of Frederick Douglass is the godfather of what you see now going on. Not that crazy stuff that's going on, but just the position itself where you could look at a black man and you could be like, okay, let's see what he got. Despite what y'all may think that as soon as you walk in, your color is putting you at a disadvantage. No, Frederick Douglass turned that on his head. So that was my historical figure. Politics. Now, this may be controversial, but politics, I picked Malcolm X. But Prince, Malcolm X wasn't into politics. No, the reason why I picked Malcolm X because everything he said about politics was right then and it's right now. And he was the trailblazer for being outside of politics and letting you know how, pulling back the curtain and letting you know how politics is really ran and how a lot of you are throwing away your votes. A lot of you are political chumps. A lot of you show a lot of political immaturity. Malcolm X told you, I don't care what side you on, but just make sure that side is working for you or you're a political chump. If you're going to throw your vote away or you're going to throw your vote behind people for years and get nothing in return, you are a political chump. You are political immature. If you are one of those people, I'm voting for everything black, I'm voting for everything white, you're exactly what he was talking about. It's funny how a person that wasn't in politics can be one of the most influential figures in politics. Malcolm knew the game. He studied the game. A lot of the stuff that's going on now with my community, he told us there. Why in our community is celebrities the leaders? Trumpet players, comedians, athletes. Why do they have a bigger platform than the people that are actually on the ground? The Wesley Hunts of the world, the Byron Donalds of the world, the Dr. Ben Carsons of the world, the Clarence Thomases of the world. Why is their voice silent? Because that person can run, jump, play, make you laugh. Y'all gonna stop following these false idols. And for the woman, for the black woman with the black people, we are selecting Harriet Tubman. You know why we're selecting Harriet Tubman? You know why? Because Harriet Tubman not only freed slaves, but she was the first woman to say, you know what? Since you want to complain so goddamn much, you can either keep going forward or I could put these slugs in you. Because you ain't going back and snitching on us. And you ain't going to taint everybody that's going to freedom. Black woman did that. Harriet Tubman played no games. Read it. She didn't play. She was the female Moses. You know how the people in Egypt was complaining to Moses? Oh, it's hot. We had it good back there under the Pharaoh. Oh, man, we used to be able to eat some bread and water with the Pharaoh. I'm thirsty, Moses. I'm hungry. When they was like, Harriet, I sleepy, Harriet. I's tired. You're going to be dead tired. Keep complaining. I want to go back, Harriet. Massa been good to us. You can go back in a box. Or if they find your carcass out here, they can take you back then and feed you to the dogs. Which one is it? Because I ain't letting you go back and you ain't about to keep complaining. That's the mental slavery. Harriet Tubman was ready to free you from all that, physically and mental slavery. But she was going to do it with them hot things. Shout out to Harriet Tubman, yo. So that's my list right there. Let me go about my list again. We the black people select Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X, and Harriet Tubman. Sister Harriet Tubman. And that's the black people. We'll be back after this message with the white people. Yeah!
Guess what, bitches?
We're back.
We're back.
Trifecta is back.
This Friday, February 7th, baby.
I know you miss me.
Let's go.
Season 3, and I'm just here to let you know that I am going to be even pettier than I was last season.
That's right. Trifecta hour tomorrow, Friday. Make sure you tune in. It's probably gonna be the Shannon Sharp show. Y'all already know. I'm not gonna get into it here, but we're gonna break down this whole Shannon Sharp thing, and then we're gonna get to some other things. But mainly, we're gonna break down this Shannon Sharp thing. So make sure y'all check out Trifecta hour tomorrow, 8 p.m. on the YouTubes, on the X's, all the good stuff. All right, now it's time for the white people. And again, this is my list. If you don't like my list, that's too damn bad. All right, let's start with sports. I'm drafting Larry Bird. I'm drafting Larry Bird for no other reason than Larry Bird was the only player who just happened to be white to make Dr. Julius Erving lose his temper and swing on him. Do you know how psychologically manipulating you have to be to get Dr. J out his zone? Dr. J was known as the classiest man on earth ever. Ever. And Larry Bird made him swing on him. But not even that. Let me tell you something. Larry Bird, for my money, is the greatest small forward of all time. I know, Prince, you're showing your age. You're showing your age. It's LeBron James. Shut up. I'm talking about white people. Larry Bird was in a league full of athletic brothers with a bad back, giving them 30 pieces. Giving them 30 pieces with barbecue sauce on the side. I'm just telling y'all, look it up. Larry Bird is a bad man. Larry Bird once went in a three-point contest, and said he came in and he just started pointing. And they was like, what you doing, Larry? I'm trying to see which one of you motherfuckers is coming in second. White boy was cold. He was cold. 4-time champion. One of the all-time greats. One of the all-time greats. So that's Larry Bird for sports. Entertainment, I went with Elvis Presley. And the reason why I went with Elvis Presley is because for all your negative things you got to say about Elvis Presley, about, oh, he stole from black artists, he did this, he did that. Elvis Presley was able to do all that and shine light on black artists. And I did look back because the Public Enemy thing, motherfuck Elvis, that was simple and plain, motherfuck him and John Wayne. Elvis Presley means shit to me. The motherfucker was simple and plain, motherfuck him and John Wayne. Y'all remember that lyric? Well, I went and looked it up, and Elvis Presley, he did give a lot of credit to black artists. But it just so happened that nobody cared. All they saw was this white man gyrating his hips and degrading America. So for entertainment, I went with Elvis Presley because he was able to unite the masses. Again, this is my pick. If you got another white pick, hey, I would love to see it in the chat. Michael Bolton? Hell no, no damn Michael Bolton. Michael Bolton? No. How am I supposed to live without you? No, Michael Bolton's not getting that. So I went with Elvis Presley. I went with Elvis Presley himself. They say he the king of rock and roll. I say Little Richard or Chuck Berry owns that mantle. But again, I picked Elvis Presley. Historical figure, I picked Donald Trump and the escalator. Now, I could have went politics, but I'm going to tell you why I didn't go politics with Donald Trump. That man was well liked until he came down that escalator. Once he came down that escalator, it's like the whole world got the text at the same time and said, okay, we don't like this man. Even though we got photographs, we got pictures, we got text messages, we got video showing the opposite of what some of the same people are saying about the man now. So Donald Trump and his escalator is my pick for historical figures for the white people. He's my draft pick. Because anytime you can get everybody to flip their mindset because you came down an escalator, you get my props, man. You get my props, D. Trump. I mean, you literally got people. We have photographs with them hugging you, holding your hand, shaking your hand, saying how much they love you, and now they're hating you. It's crazy. Politics, I went with Abraham Lincoln. I mean, come on. I mean, the man was 6'4", 6'5", I think, 6'4", 6'5". Great beard, all-time top 10 beard. The man is on Mount Rushmore. Oh, yeah, and he freed the slaves. And in his spare time, he hunted vampires. Yes, Abraham Lincoln hunted vampires. He was a phenomenal vampire hunter. Him and Blade are top 2. I wouldn't get mad if you put Abraham Lincoln over Blade as the #1 vampire hunter. Look it up. It's a historical fact. Abraham Lincoln hunted vampires when he wasn't freeing the slaves, making speeches, running courts, running the United States. He killed a lot of vampires, and I salute him. I'm surprised he didn't do a cameo in Sinners. He was the greatest vampire hunter of all time, and he ran the United States. Come on now. I went with Abraham Lincoln. For the white woman, this woman, I'm trading away. I'm trading her. This is my first trade. This is my first trade, y'all. I'm trading Mary Wollstonecraft. Who? She is the founder of feminism. You know that ideology that got women out here losing their mind? Got women out here thinking that they could be Navy SEALs and they could be special forces and they can do all this good stuff. They can do anything a man can do. They can do anything a man can do, but make a damn sandwich. Let me stop. Mary Wollstonecraft, you gotta go. It's because of you and your batshit ideology that women are out here acting plumb fools. Now, as everything in life, when you initially start something, it probably wasn't the essence of it. That probably wasn't the essence. Like women showing their breasts out in the public, being half naked, wearing underwear to the gym. That wasn't what feminism represented when you came out with it. You probably, you want an equal pay, woman should have the right to work, blah, 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 blah. Okay, gotcha. But you need to come back and revamp your manifesto or make it clear, because these women are out here doing crazy stuff. You talking about a woman that will look you in the face, look a man in the face, and tell you she don't need you. I don't need no man, but go get a turkey baster to help her have a child. Where do you think the substance that's in the turkey baster came from? It came from a woman. It didn't come from a woman. It came from a man. I don't need no man. Yeah, you do. You want kids, you need a man. But being a woman is not just about having kids and having a man. Yeah. You keep letting them single people tell you that crap. So Mary Wollstonecraft, you got to go. Now, my Mount Rushmore of white people. Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, Jim Henson, and Marion Cobretti. Prince, who is Marion Cobretti? Look it up. The greatest film in cinematic history, Cobra. 80s action movie starring Sylvester Stallone as the peak of masculinity, Marion Cobretti. He's on my Mount Rushmore with the likes of Bob Ross. Y'all know how much I love Bob Ross. Bob Ross is I have a Bob Ross action figure. Where you at? He's over there. I have a Bob Ross action figure. Okay. Joy of painting. I was raised on Bob Ross. Mr. Rogers, I never was so happy to see a man come in the house, switch his shoes, and put on his sweater, put on his cardigan. I love Mr. Rogers. He stood in his faith. Mr. Rogers fought for what TV rights are now. A lot of people don't know that. Never sold out. They wanted Mr. Rogers off PBS so he can make money. Mr. Rogers wanted his show to remain on PBS because he had the creative control and he wanted to run it his way, and he wanted to make sure that children had a safe place to be children. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. And Jim Henson invented the Muppets. We all grew up on the Muppets. Muppet Babies, Elmo, Big Bird, Snuffleupagus, Oscar the Grouch, the Cookie Monster, the Count, 1 cookie, 2 cookie, That's my Mount Rushmore of white people. Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, Jim Henson, and Marion Cobretti. And we'll be back after this message with my Latino people. Is it still Latino? Is it Latinx, Latinx? What is it?
I know. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked. And I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. We're all inclusive.
All right, let's get into my Hispanic, Latino, Latinx people. For sports, I went Roberto Clemente. Great humanitarian. Great baseball player. One of the greatest baseball players to ever live. And he did it all for the Pittsburgh Pirates, who have been a dumpster fire since he tragically passed away in a car plane, in a car. Not a car plane, in a plane wreck. I'm sorry. Roberto Clemente actually was on his way to give aid. when his plane crashed and he died. Roberto Clemente was not only a great baseball player, but he was a better humanitarian. He was a better man. So Roberto Clemente is my sports. I'm drafting Roberto Clemente. Entertainment. Can y'all guess who's my entertainment? I'll give you a hint. Her name ends in an S. Salinas. Let me tell you something. Selena was so great. She united blacks and Hispanics in one goal and one goal only, to hate Yolanda Saldivar throughout the end of time. She recently came up for parole. We all got together and said one big collective, hell no, she can never get out of prison. Selena. And the one thing about Selena she did was she paid homage. She did pop songs, she did R&B songs, but she made sure that you understood who the original artists were. Selena was one of the first to cross over. She crossed over from Tejana music to pop music. She was getting ready to blow. She was getting ready to really blow the roof off her superstardom. And then Yolanda Saldivar, dumbass, stealing from Selena's, got mad, didn't want Selena to expose her, and killed her. Yolanda Saldivar, you rot in hell. And I hope the hell you rot in does not have coronas. No tacos. No burritos. No tacos burrijas. No queso. No fajitas. No chicano. Tangos, las gatos, el pantalones. Yolanda Saldivar should never see the light of day again because you took Selena's from us. Historical figure, I went Sonia Sotomayor. I know. Look, we may not align politically, but she still holds the highest position in the court of law. She is the first Hispanic, first Latina woman to hold a position in the Supreme Court. This transcends politics. She's at the top of the mountain. And say what you want, she's there. And she cannot be fired. So I picked Sonia Sotomayor as a historical figure. Politics, I picked Cesar Chavez. For y'all don't know, Cesar Chavez was an American labor activist and civil rights leader. Just to let you know, he co-founded the National Farm Workers Association, which later merged with the Agriculture Workers Organizing Committee to become the United Farms Worker Labor Union. He was left-leaning with Catholic and social teachings, but he taught the Latino community how to unionize, how to come together, how to use their resources and consolidate it for power. And you got to respect that. He really galvanized his people and had them unionized and had them at table with white and black folks. They knew that they had a certain gravitas, they knew that they had a certain power and they had resources, and they used it to their full advantage. And Cesar Chavez was the head of that. He was the founding father of that. So Cesar Chavez is my historical figure. Now for woman, I'm trading her with Mary Wollstonecraft. Yolanda Saldivar, you are banished. You are traded to the depths of hell, Yolanda Saldivar. You're done. You will never see the light of day. As long as black people and Latino people are breathing, you will not get parole, Yolanda Saldivar. You're a thief, you're a liar, and you're a killer. I don't think you understand what type of greatness you robbed the world of. That's what makes you psychotic. I don't think you understand it. You still think you're the victim somehow in all of this. You're not. We'll be back after this next message with my Asians. Hashitashi 5,000.
Guess what, bitches?
We're back.
We're back.
Trifecta is back.
This Friday, February 7th, baby.
I know you miss me.
Let's go.
Season 3, and I'm just here to let you know that I am going to be even pettier than I was last season.
I've been on for 46 minutes and they're only on the 4th pick of the draft. That's how slow this thing is going. But anyway, now it's time to get to my Asian people. Shout out to my Asians. Shout out to my Asians. What up? What up, foe? What's cracking? All right, for sports, I picked Yao Ming. I picked Yao Ming, but I said that Shohei Ohtani is close. Yao Ming was one of the first to come over here. And you know how you used to always say, "Oh man, it's a 7'8" guy in China. He goofy. He played basketball. He just could stand on his tippy toes and play ball. But it was more of a novelty. No, Yao Ming was the real thing. He was coming over here giving these boys 30 pieces with no drink. He was literally giving people 30 pieces with sauce and no drink. And he did it with a smile. Good game, big man. Good game, big man. So Yao Ming. But Shohei Ohtani is close, but he lost a little bit with that gambling thing. Left his mans out to dry. So Yao Ming is my sports. And for entertainment, Bruce Lee. Hold on. I could have went Ichiro, but Yao Ming NBA is like Yao Ming is he's like a rock star in China. So that's why I went with Yao Ming. Okay, for entertainment, I went Bruce Lee. How can you not go Bruce Lee as your Asian entertainer draft pick? Every action movie you see now has been impacted and influenced in some way by Bruce Lee. Every action movie, pick an action movie. Pick one. Like right now, pick an action movie. If they throw a punch, if they kick, it was influenced by Bruce Lee. Now, I know some people may get upset when you say Bruce Lee is the greatest martial artist of all time. That's because people are thinking about in the movies. So I guess you could say martial arts actor of all time, you would say Bruce Lee. Left way before he was just about to blow up. Enter the Dragon had become a smash hit, and Bruce Lee wasn't here to partake in it. So Bruce Lee is the entertainer. Yeah, and I'm not arguing about that whatsoever. For politics, we got Zhao Zedong. Psych, nah. For historical figures, we have I think I wrote his name now. Holy fuck. We too low. Holy shit. I'm just playing, y'all. I had to. That joke is just too easy. And for woman, Lucy Liu. If y'all don't know who Lucy Liu is, look her up. Since Ally McBeal, Lucy Liu has had a chokehold on everybody. Lucy Liu is so phenomenal. When I found out that Bill Murray was mean to her on the set of Charlie's Angels, I got mad at Bill Murray. And Bill Murray is one of my favorite comedic actors of all time. I thought Bill Murray could do no wrong. But when I found out he was disrespectful to Lucy Liu, I was like, hey, Bill, you tripping. That's Lucy Liu, yo. Shout out to Lucy Liu. Ally McBeal, when she used to give Ally McBeal the business as one of the lawyers at the firm. Charlie's Angels. Kill Bill. Like, come on. I go Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu. And historical figure, I had Zhao Zedong. Look him up. I'm not about to give you the historical facts on Zhao Zedong. But that's my list for the Asians. So sports, Yao Ming. Entertainment, Bruce Lee. Historical figure, holy fuck. Woman, Lucy Liu. And we'll be back with our, I don't call them a bonus pick. I call them my Pacific Islanders. That's right. I broke down the Pacific Islanders. We'll be back.
It's always lit over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't.
All right. It's time for my Pacific Islanders. This one was kind of easy. For sports, I said pick any Samoan. Pick any Samoan. You want to pick The Rock? You want to pick any football player? Anyone. Them Island boys got it on lock. Pick any Samoan. Pick one. Pick one. If you're a Samoan, you're gonna love the Lord. You're gonna play football. You're gonna wrestle. Those three things, and you're gonna do them at a excellence that nobody else can duplicate. I'm sorry. Shout out to my Pacific Islanders. Shout out to my Samoans. Shout out. They got it, and they just blend well. Like, you ever see, if you see Samoans and black people in the same room, you see a unity that is crazy. It just works. It just works. Hold on, AJ. Hold on. Entertainment. The Anai family. For those who don't know, the Anai family is one of the greatest wrestling dynasties, families in wrestling. The Rock, High Chief Peter Maivia, the Usos, name them, Nia Jax. You could just name them all. Fatu, Haku, all of them. They literally, if you want to say that they run wrestling, you know how Cody Rhodes be like, wrestling has more than one royal family. A lot of people think he's talking about the McMahons. Honestly, the Anai family, they have a claim to fame. They have a claim to fame. I'm sorry. I gotta go with the Anai family. I gotta go. I gotta go with them. And far as political figure, I mean, y'all already know. Y'all already know where I was going with this. Y'all already know where I was going with this. It's Tulsi Gabbard. It's Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. Who's Tulsi Gabbard? Well, in case you're living under a rock, Tulsi Gabbard is an American politician and military officer serving since 2025 as the 8th Director of National Intelligence. She has held the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Army Reserve and previously served as the U.S. Representative for Hawaii's 2nd Congressional District from 2013 to 2021. A former Democrat, she joined the Republican Party in 2024. Gabbard was the youngest state legislator in Hawaii from 2002 to 2004. I'm going to tell you why being a former Democrat and switching over to Republican Party is important and why it shouldn't be overstated. Tulsi Gabbard was so good, even when she was a Democrat, she had the respect of the Republican Party. It was at times nobody, like, you could honestly feel like she leaned more Republican with some of her views, some of her ideologies, but she just happened to run as a Democrat. So when she switched over, us on that side, we wasn't shocked. We was like, Tulsi, what took you so long? Welcome. Come on down. But yes, Tulsi Gabbard, she's my political figure for the Pacific Islanders. I don't see how anybody can argue with that. I don't see how anybody can argue with that. And for historical figure, I went Dwayne the Rock Johnson. The reason why I went Dwayne the Rock Johnson because he's like the blade of he's like the blade of biracial people. He has like all the strengths of black people, none of their weaknesses. All the strengths of Samoan people, none of their weaknesses. For those who don't know, his father was the soul man Rocky Johnson. So he got all that. He got all those super genetics. And then he got all the genetics of the Samoans. And he could weave in and out of lanes. And people be like, what is The Rock? I want to call him something so bad, but I don't know what he is. What is The Rock? And a Rock, this ain't me saying this, but people say depending on the month, some people can say you're black, some people can say you're Samoan, depending on the month. Again, that wasn't me that said that. So when you see me out and about, don't be like, hey, Prince, why'd you say that? What is your name? It doesn't matter. Don't do that to me. I'm just saying what the people saying. You're the people's champ, right? So you should know that the people, sometimes they want to know where your allegiance lie. And I understand it. You should be proud of your Samoan heritage and you should be proud of your black heritage. But I'm just saying sometimes you go a little hard for the Samoan heritage and that black heritage be over here like, hey, hello. We got something to do with what's going on too. So, boom. And the women, my women for Pacific Islander is any Samoan woman. Pick a Samoan woman. Pick a Samoan mother. Y'all don't understand. Samoan mothers average 8.2 kids per family. I literally made that up, but it's not hard to understand. They average 8.2 children. Excuse me. And each one of the children is at least 300 pounds, but can run a 4.2, can squat 800 pounds, can deadlift 800 pounds, literally can do whatever they want on an athletic field. Any Samoan mother, pick one. You're getting drafted. If I need a family real quick, like if I'm like, hey, I got 6 months to live and I need to have as many kids as possible. Find you a Samoan woman before your 8 months is up. I'm telling you. If I'm lying, may my unsweet tea be sweet tomorrow. Them Samoan mothers, they be having them kids. And they all be successful in sports, religion, and wrestling. That's all I'm saying. We'll be back after this next message.
I know. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked, and I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. We're all inclusive. It prints.
Have a good one. And here we go. Nene, help me out.
I said what I said.
All right, it's time where I said what I said. It's where I look at a video, I give you my opinion on it, and I said what I said. You can't change my mind. Mary Wollenscraft, this was for you.
You want to understand why the fuck black women can't be in their feminine energy? It's not because of niggas like him. It's because of niggas like y'all. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video that's circulating IG and TikTok where there's this guy that is literally going off on these black women because he reached out to touch one of the friends and she wouldn't let him. So he's literally standing there calling them nigga bitches in front of all these fucking people, including these 3 black men that's sitting here. How dare you sit there and allow this shit to happen? All 3 of y'all had to do was stand up. 3 of y'all wouldn't have even had to open y'all mouth because when he saw 3 black men stand up, he would have backed the fuck up. I don't give a damn if you are gay or straight. There is no reason why any male should stand back, allow another man to berate a female, call her out her name, make her feel less than, and you sit your ass on the sidelines like you ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna touch it. That ain't for me. It is so difficult not to be in our feminine energy because we know if something pops off, 9 times out of 10, we gotta stand up and be the man. I'm a female, and had I been in that situation, ain't no way in hell he would have been going off on her like that because I would have been all in his fucking face. Why do y'all do that?
So now you need men. Now you need men. Gay or straight, you need men. First of all, if you see the video and you see those hand movements from those men, they clearly wanted the girls. So what protection was you expecting to get from them? What you wanted, a couple windmills? What did you want? And no, I'm not standing up. How do you know that he would have backed down if those 3 black men would have stand up and said, back the fuck up? How do you know? He could be an 8th-degree black belt. You don't know. He could have some heat in the trunk. You don't know. So now you want us to risk our lives. Just a year ago, you was calling us bullet bags. Remember? Every time y'all get in trouble, y'all want to say that black men don't protect y'all. Use a lie. Use a cotton picking lie. I protect black women. The black women I love. The black women I love. But you strangers out there, I am not protecting you. I did my time. I did my time in the military and I did my time in the police. We are in a place now that if a man protects a woman, he can end up in trouble or 6 feet under. Those are just not risks that black men are willing to take anymore. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. Or maybe Maybe you should have a man. Maybe y'all should stop being at all these singles mixers where it's nothing but single people with single energy. Single people are going to look out for themselves. Married people are going to look out for their spouses and for their families. And sometimes some of that residue is going to resonate because they're going to see their wife in trouble. They're going to see their daughters in trouble. So they're going to stand up. If you're at a cruise ship or whatever the hell that is, or if you're at a balcony party where the drinks are flowing and the promiscuity is flowing and the no damn common sense is flowing and the men are girls and the girls are men, of course there's going to be confusion. Of course you're not going to have any protection because nobody knows their roles. You know that natural order thing where men are men and women are women? It's screwed up now. Now women want to be men and men want to be women. So nobody knows their natural place. And this is what happens. You get a woman being disrespected and you get 3 how you doings sitting there and letting it happen. But these are the same men. You just cheered Tracy Ellis Ross when she said she doesn't date men her age because they're stuck in their toxic masculinity and they're not in touch with their feminine side. That's what happens when you cheer stuff like that. When you say yes, queen, to men wearing skirts, when you say yes, queen, to men carrying purses, when you say yes, queen, to high school boys going to the prom in a dress, this is what happens. This is the energy you get. So why are you surprised that you don't have any protection? And why are you in your car cursing at us? Go get a man to protect you. I saw your page. You're loud, you're obnoxious, and you're wrong. Oh, another black man going at a black woman. No, I'm going at a loud ass woman. I'm old school. Too many of these new women, they just don't know when to stop. And our aunties and uncles, quote unquote unks, they're leading y'all astray. Shannon Sharp, Jennifer Lewis, Whoopi, all the others, Kamala. They got y'all all twisted up. So no, I'm not defending you. Would I look like not being here for my wife and my kids because I defended somebody on a singles cruise or a singles mixer or whatever the hell that kind of party was? And guess what? If you're at those type of places, those are the type of people you're going to run into. You don't run into those people at the library. You don't run into those people at sophisticated business dinners. You don't run into those people like that. You're gonna run into stuff like that when you go places like that, baby. Sugarfoot, honey. You all in your car yelling with your seatbelt on, and you're wrong. I'm not defending you, and I don't feel bad about it. My wife can tell you I've been in a lot of places. Like one time we was at the pool. And the kids was throwing the football back and forth in the water. And this woman was giving these kids a hard time. You're damn right I said something to her. I said, leave those kids alone. They're not hitting you with the football. They're not bothering you. I stuck up for children. I defended children. I'm not defending no grown-ass person that put themselves in a position to where they're susceptible to be disrespected. And correct, Pat. She said if she was there, she would be all up in their face. Yes, I would love to see how that would have ended up for you. And again, wrong energy. No woman should be in a man's face, yelling, cussing, spitting, giving off male energy. Because what's going to happen? Some men don't see gender. Some men are tired. And now you got a whole thing going on. So yeah, you missed me with that. No, I don't feel bad. And those black men shouldn't feel bad either. Keep drinking your drinks, kings. And in this case, queens. Keep handling your drinks. Don't end up on a t-shirt trying to save somebody that's going to be ungrateful in the end. And we'll be back after this next message. I said what I said.
I know.
It's always lit over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts.
And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be.
That's right. Make sure y'all check out my brother's ajsrantroom.com. He has all the fire merch, everything that you need. He has something for everybody. Make sure you check that out. He is the official sponsor of Real Time with Prince Blue, ajsrantroom.com. Check it out. Thank you everybody for engaging me in my madness and in my chaos. I know that the NFL draft is going on and some of you are doing split screens or whatever. I appreciate you so much. Like I said, shout out to all these NFL prospects that's having their dreams come true and is possibly setting themselves up for generational wealth and getting themselves out of situations where they could have went left and instead they went right. I'm not talking politically. I'm just talking about the right path, and they're in a good spot to really change their fortunes of their families and their communities. Shout out to you all. Congratulations. Enjoy yourself. Thank you everybody for listening. I really enjoy you. Remember, please make sure y'all check out Trifecta Hour tomorrow at 8 p.m. and also check out my Black and Blue Lives podcast that are on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. I'm going to be podcasting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8 p.m. So at 8 p.m., come on YouTube. You're going to find me somewhere. Come on X. You're going to find me. Pause. Be on X. You're going to find me somewhere. Everybody, I love you. Thank you. Make sure you get help, any help that you need, mental health, anything else, that's always my foundation. I appreciate all of y'all. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of the NFL draft. The Birds pick at number 32. You know why we pick at number 32? Because we won the Super Bowl. EAGLES, Eagles. Deuce.
Come through. Yeah, 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 yeah.